Hey guys, so this is the desk tour of where I work. As you can see, I work sitting on the bed, and this is the table that I work on. And this is my desk, come bedside table, come bookshelf. These are all the stuff that I have in here. We'll go in detail about these in a moment. I'll just go you through the next of this one. I have my hard disk and the candle that I light. At this moment it's lavender. It smells heavenly. I'm all out there. And some boxes that I am supposed to use for DIYs. So just there for storage and stuff. Moving on to just in front of this, which is where I sleep as well. So as you can see, this is my inspiration plus notice board. So this is my mood board. So it has photo of my nephew and me, whom I love very much, and this is my life to-do list. This is just some quotes that I love. This is my dream to dance, peace sign, parry. This is my personal goals for this year, my professional goals for this year. This is just another kind of hold all for everything. So if there are some things that I need to think about, like future ideas for the blog post, I put it over here before they move on here, which is basically my to-do list kind of thing, or the or the blog post ideas that I'm working on currently. So something that I needs to get done. This is the Insta schedule that I follow, that what kind of posts go on which day. And finally we have the timing schedule for each of the social media accounts. That's this one. Let's move on to all the stationery we have in the desk. Alright guys, these are all the items on my desk, come bedside table, come rack. So yeah, so I'll just give you a glimpse into what all the things are there before moving on to the planning part. So this is the vacuum bamboo that I got as a gift for my birthday from my sister. Second, we have a sticky notes notebook. So this is simple sticky note. It has a list pad size, post-it note size, half post-it note size, and page flags. I use them a lot in my planners, even in my idea blog book, and that's something for later. So yes, Atlas. This is the current book I am reading. I always have the current book that I am reading in the box basically. This is my learning notebook. I have a cute little sticker over here. So whatever courses that I'm taking online, or if I'm practicing some algorithms, I'm learning new algorithms, I just write it down here. So I know that there's one place where I can look up stuff, and if I need to go through it, there's one notebook that I can go through. This is my coloring book. This is my first coloring book. I love it. And I got it 1 month before Quirkles, and I did work on this. I just had crayons at that time, so mostly you can see crayon work. Here, the last is my sketchbook, and as you can probably tell, I don't like the notebook as usually, and I end up changing them or painting over them or doing something. Yeah, so I earlier used to sketch on a simple plain notebook, and that became a problem because the colors used to leak, and so I just wanted a plain notebook where it's just for sketch. So moving on to the next pile, which is completely my planning pile, but I have a system that I'm proud of, by the way, and it's working pretty much since a couple of months, so I'm really happy that it works. So this is my idea notebook. I write any of the ideas that I have, mostly blog post ideas, over here. If I'm traveling, this is usually in my hand, and I just write down whatever blog post is coming, especially when I'm traveling. Sometimes you see something and that inspires you, and if you write it in a chit or your phone, it's bound to be lost. So I just keep this here. And if sometimes I do not have my notebook with me when I'm traveling in the city, so I just have some notepads with me, which I always travel, by the way. Otherwise I just travel with the sticky notes. So I just pick those up, like these sticky notes and stuff. I just write it down here, and I just keep it in the idea notebook, and once in 2 or 3 weeks I consolidate all the ideas and write them down into neat lists. This is also consolidated, yeah, in this list pad. I love this list pad. It basically has a tick mark and this one, so it's nothing major, but I just love that it's tearable and it's very pretty. But so that was my blog planning, and to the blog planning we have this notebook which I use for marketing planning. So I started this notebook. I love this notebook, by the way. Can you see? Look at the illustration. It's pretty simple yet pretty. Love the bird, by the way. Yeah, so I used to write some quotes over here. I bought a Rumi book and it had such beautiful quotes, by the way. And that's, I think, my first pick on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, you should totally do. I share these amazing quotes by Rumi and stuff. And yeah, I stopped somewhere when I came to Bangalore, I guess. So now we have two parts to this. Now I'm again starting writing the quotes, and from the back I have the marketing plan. So I'm a very non-social person, so it's very difficult for me to advertise and publicize my blog. I am very shy when it comes to this. So especially because it's just me with the blog. Now we move on to the main planning, life planning. These are the two tools of my life planning. So first, let's move here. As you can, if you've been to the blog post already, you know that I've talked about brain dump. I do a brain dump on my idea blog about post ideas and stuff like that. And I do a second brain dump, which is the task that I need to do for the week. So I do not think about what needs to be done, when I need to finish this deadline, blah blah. So let's say I have a deadline for a feature at my work. I just write it down over here. I have to book a ticket. I just write it down. I'm not thinking about when it needs to be done and trying to say, oh no, Friday I have so much work, blah blah blah. I just write everything down. What then gives me is a plain, okay, let's look at here. Okay, I think my page just fell down. Yeah, so we have a plain page over here, and you have your whole week in front of you, and I know the things that need to be done on in this week. So then I just move stuff from here. Say I need to book tickets. So when is it? I need to travel. I need to travel on Friday, so I need to get it done by Thursday. So I write Thursday book tickets. And I need to if I need to meet a friend, I just write meeting a friend. And she said Tuesday or Wednesday works for me. I know Wednesday is my post day, so maybe I need some time on my hands, so I just schedule it for Tuesday. Now Tuesday is booked, so I know that if I need to finalize my post and finish everything, I need to do it on Monday and not keep it till Tuesday. In that way, I have planned out my whole week, and I know how my whole week looks. So I'm not thrown away by surprise that obviously something will come up and I need to accommodate that, but I know some of the major things at least that needs to happen. If things do not happen on the same day, I don't be harsh on myself. I just move it around. Everything works. That's not a problem. But at least I know that if these are the things for sure that I need to know, that I know that needs to be done, I know that it's somewhere on my calendar. So this is how I use my weekly planner, the brain dump, and then scheduling of the stuff. And now we move to the daily planner. This is how my daily planner looks. Yes, it's customized. It looks like my business card, which you already saw on the inspiration board. This is something I just paved up with some elastic to keep it all in place, because it's not a great binding, so I just want to keep everything. So yeah, so easy, and it has my name on it. So I was on the hunt for the perfect planner for like 2 complete months. I put it on Insta, Twitter. I found some good ones. I found the Type 7 weekly one. So I always had in my mind for the 2017 year, I'll have 2 planners, one for weekly and one for the daily planning. And I found the Type 7 one which I really liked. I even found one daily planner one, but there was something missing because it was also generic that I go inside. This is where the planner starts. It says do your own thing. Basically this is where everything starts, and it has this sticker. I am absolutely in love with stickers made on an everyday basis. Again, we have the bucket list and the idea page. It's pretty much the same. Even the ideas and the bucket list items have not changed. Just the size and the font has changed. Now it's much more elegant than. And now we have the life planner and the year planner. Again, it's the same thing. Career over here, personal over here. And again, this says hustle baby, and there's a cute superwoman So we have the wish list, and there's again a colored lady singing over there. So me. And we have the projects that I'm currently working on. Then I have this jar. I had this jar sticker, and the first thing I wanted to do was do a piggy bank kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, it's perfect. So I'm planning some saving around 10k per month, and I thought I will fill this up. So yes, this is my monthly spread. You can see it. Yep. So I have had a monthly spread since my college days. So even in college, I had some meetings with regard to my projects and stuff and deadlines. We used to have a lot of exams and tests and homeworks. It used to be really difficult to keep track of them. So all I used to do was, for pre-planned meetings, I just used to have my Google Calendar printed out with the pre-planned meetings already in. And then I used to add my deadlines into that. I've had that on my wall since then. I might have missed it in between, but this has always been there. So I wanted that same thing in my hands because I wanted to see it every day. So there are a lot of things going over here. I would like to move to January, but we can even take a look at this. So whatever happens, if there's a birthday coming on, like my friend's birthday, so I just write it down in pen, my dad's pen. So, and whenever my blog post is done, you can see it on Wednesday, and you see a lot of posts. I'll tell you the main and why I do post-its in a bit. So let's move on to January, because December's pretty much gone for you guys. I still have like 4 days left. So yeah, this is January and it has Paris on it. Oh my god, this is also such a wonderful picture, by the way. And it's a fabulous sticker. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I should even write, a girl must be 3 things in her life, right? Yeah, and some shine like a star. And this is my monthly checklist, monthly list, to-do list kind of thing. So if there are important things that I need to remember, like it's my sister's birthday, so I have it on here. Apart from that, if my sister is coming in that I need to factor in, I just write it over here. Or if I say I have a Kerala trip plan, or office trip plan, or something that I need to, that I know is in the cards for the month, but it's not decided the date or the week or anything, I just put it over here so that I know it's in the cards. I can take a look over here and know what are the main important things of the month. And again, this is for the year. So since it's the start of the year together, yeah, now to the monthly spread. And since I've already told you this is December, so there's nothing planned over here per se, but I have an idea. So it's my sister's birthday on 21st, I have marked that. And I'm taking a holiday on 2nd, so I marked that as 26th holiday. And if there is something I need to do, like I need to order a gift for my sister, so I have that written in the washi tape over here, so that even if I'm not done, if I can't do it on Saturday, I can move it to Sunday. Easy peasy. That's why I love washi tape and post-it notes. They can be easily moved around and they are so much better than stickers. So sticker, once you're written, your page is ruined, you're done. You don't have that flexibility of moving around thing. Washi tape, I use washi tape when it's kind of sure what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to buy her a gift, that's for sure. So I'll just keep it around here. So it's okay that I use washi tape. For the post, as you can see on Wednesday, we have 4 page flags, which you saw on the sticky notes book. So I know that for this Wednesday, this is this one. So let's say I have something planned up for all of these weeks, and suddenly around next week I'm like, you know what, in Republic Day is coming up, maybe I should do a patriotic post. So I just take this off, move it to Feb, or maybe to a backlog over here, just for the time being, and add a new post that what is the one that we're planning. So basically I do not write my blog posts in pen on this because I want the flexibility to move them around. I don't want a lot of scratching off and writing, rewriting and stuff, and we are too old to use white out. Seriously, dude, guys. So that's why we have blog posts over here. And once I'm done, like we saw in the December show, if I don't want the page flags to be cluttering mine, so I just write it down. There are 2 things in pencil. So whatever is there, which is not finally decided, if I'm doing it, it's not completely on my planner, but I want to do something around. So there's an office party around 13th that I want to go, but I'm not sure I am going at this point of time because anything can happen. And I can plan a trip around 26 27 Jan because it's a big long weekend and I'm not forced back and from office, so I might take a trip somewhere. I haven't planned anything, so I'm just written it down in case I want to do something. And one thing you see in pen is basically I need to renew my website membership, and that needs to be done on this day, so I have it in pen. This is the only thing that I'm sure of in January at this point of time. And yeah, obviously the pink washi tape that you see, it's the Insta series that I have going on that week. That's my monthly plan. And if you see on the right hand side, we have the next month. So let's say I'm planning an outing around this month and it didn't work out, I can look up instantly when I can scoop in something. Or if I want to do like another Insta series, I know this is the month that I want to do, so there's something coming up, Valentine's Day is coming, I could do a DIY Valentine's related, so I could do it around this week instead of going to the next week and planning it around. So that's something over there. So that helps with seeing the next month. I want to talk about the right hand section. We have the budget page. So this is exactly the same page apart from the font. So I have the expenses, the budget, and the actual thing. Should take another page over here. Yes, we have a very great page over here. So Saturday, Sunday is clubbed into one. So basically 1 week has 6 pages and 3 papers. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So for daily planner, let's take a Monday first. I'll talk about this in a bit. Yeah. So we have, this is completely customized and I absolutely love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. So we have the to-do list, which is what I need to get done in a day. Agreed, never this has been filled, but it's good to have an option because sometimes I write towards 2-3 lines, and if I commit myself saying only 5 lines, which I'm very frankly, I wanted to do only 5 items, but then I knew I might actually overwrite it, so I just made it a long list. I just kept it equal to my appointment list. So appointment list starts at 8. That is when I get up or strive to get up. And it's at 11. That is when I try to sleep. I sleep by 12. So 11 is usually the time I wrap up all my stuff and just say, okay, now is the time to sleep. Usually 11 has sleep, and it's this one. So, okay. Then we, from 8, it's not 9, 10, 11. Because I reach office by 10:30, 11. I start my work by 11, I should say. So this is basically the block before we leaving to office. I get around 1 hour when I can do anything that I want. Usually I spend it planning the day. One of the things that I do is planning the day. Second thing I do, while drinking tea obviously, I chat with my mom, dad, and sometimes I whip up a post. I post some Instagram stuff, the morning post that you see. So I just get that done. I used to try to get up earlier around 7 and get some pictures clicked for the blog, but it was so hurried because I had to leave for office that it always used to be messed up. So I have moved everything like that to the weekend. There is just nothing related to photos or data in during the week. So that's what I've learned, by the way. So 8 to 11 I do not have anything because I know there's only 1 hour over there. Rest I don't have to manage because I know I'll be doing my exercise, I'll be taking a bath, I'll be having a breakfast, I'll be praying, and then I'll be leaving for office. Then comes 11. Then directly comes 2 because 11 to 1 is the first morning block. That and 1 to 2 we always have lunch. I don't have to write lunch every day into this, hence I do not have a block for 1 o'clock. 11 to 2 I consider my morning block. Yeah, after 6 o'clock I kind of write out what I need to do. So if I have a post, I just write down that I need to post it around 7. Usually right now these days I schedule it, but still I like to go back up and check if the post is up and all the social media posts are up, because sometimes there are screw ups with time zones and everything, and you expect your social media posts go up and your blog post hasn't gone up. That screws up everything. You're given a link which does not work, not good. So I just go and check it out, and else I just write down, I just want to check out something, or I want to write the blog post, so I just write down I need to get this done. Correspondence, there is a high chance if it's over here, there's a high chance you'll get the correspondence from me. If it's not, there is freaking no chance you're being God. That's what case. Delegate, the most important thing. So I am kind of a perfectionist, little bordering on OCD, that I need to control everything, which is a pain in the freaking ass, because you can't control everything. When you're working on something, you need to delegate, you need to talk to other people, so you need to take help. So that is where delegate comes. The last two things are, okay, today I learned this is something I want to do so badly, but I haven't been doing it a lot since last 1 month, but I aspired. So last is miscellaneous. I haven't used this at all, frankly, but I want to make, like, if I'm making some extra purchases, I just write it down over here, or usually I just write it down in the notes section, so that every budget related stuff are in these 2 pages. But if there's something that by chance I need to write, I don't want a plain page over here, I know there's something over here I can do. So yeah, so this yeah, you have the date over here, and the date here helps you be in touch with the reality. I just write some quote over here, or maybe put up a sticker, just to, if I'm in the mood. Frankly, sometimes my daily planners are just plain boring white, black and blue, but sometimes they are colorful. So yeah, the most loveliest thing about this is this line. There are letters written. So these letters. So first is YPFWRYT. Anybody can guess what it is. I'll give you 5 seconds. If you guess what it is, I'll give you a gift for sure. Come on. Nope. Okay, no problem. First is yoga. The second is pray. Third is family, which is basically socializing, family and friends. Fourth is walk. R is for read. YT is for YouTube. Okay. All these things are things that I forget to do, that I should be doing. Yoga, I get very lazy in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I am a night person. That's why I shoot in the nights, if you have noticed. And prayer and socializing, not my exact forte. Walking, again, laziness, but I usually do it these days anyways. Reading, slipping completely through my hands. And entertainment. So sometimes I'm so involved in work that I forget to even like watch a video or read or do any kind of entertainment. So that's my daily planner for the weekday. Okay, I had a sticky note here, if you remember. This is how the sticky notes usually sits. Okay, yeah, I told you that I don't have much items over here. So this is kind of a daily reminder thing that keeps on shifting between pages. So if it's a Tuesday, I just move it over there. So this is a schedule I've been talking to you about. I'm trying to post every day on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, Pinterest, email post. Yes. Now moving on to the weekend page. As you can see, I have 2 pages. 2 days split into 1 page. And there is a sticker over here. Yes, it's not a post-it note, it's a sticker. So why a sticker? So this is kind of my weekend list. So if you've been to the blog post, you know that I've talked about making lists. So this is my daily to-do list. Monthly you saw, weekly you know, and lastly we have the weekend one. So weekend is mostly where most of my blog stuff gets done. So go to the point and share it first. We don't have an hour by hour, because seriously weekend we don't want to work hour by hour. So we have AM, noon and PM. So if I have a lunch plan, I never have breakfast plan, by the way. That's basically lunch plan for me. I have a dinner plan. I just write it down over here to keep it in the planner and to make sure that I'll remember. And then if there are some things, so I know that there are plans, so only a few of that goes over here, the rest goes here, or vice versa. So this is my weekend page. So this is pretty much everything. Yeah, I have customized over here. Here the weekdays go. And I have some dividers. So I know it's my friends' birthdays. I have 3 friends' birthdays in Feb, by the way. So I have written down their names. That does not go, so it goes in pen. And there's no holiday, but if there are some holidays, I've marked them. So these are like floater holidays that I can take if I want, but it's not holiday per se. So these are the things that are over here, and this is pretty much the rest of the book. There's nothing extra in the end, just a couple of notes pages in case I want to note down something. Let's say I'm traveling somewhere and I'm just carrying my planner and I want to write down some things with them. This finally is my pocket. So the only thing I'm missing over here was my pocket, which I knew I had to make myself. I just cut out of paper, I had a sticker, and I just put, if I need to put some receipts or some pages, usually I just put some stickers and post-it notes over here. Not even much, because everything is on the same desk. So I did not have to. So yes, that's all we have with the planner, and we are utilizing this and we are so proud of ourselves, right?